What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So the last video, we got the FD finally home. The FD's home. It drives great. It's just unbelievable how good that car drives. I still have a lot of work to do to it with the bodywork and suspension, but hey, the car's home and it's running great. So that's all I can ask for right now. So the next thing we were gonna do, we're gonna be getting the Talon to the track. But I did mention in the last video, I noticed once I got all the cars on top of the lifts, we started having shadows and dark spots in the back of the lifts and underneath the lifts here. So if you look back here on the back wall, you can see how a shadow's casted, of course, from the cars being on the top lifts. And it's a little dark under here. So if I'm underneath the lift and I'm working on something, it is a little dark. And I wanted to brighten that up a little bit. So I talked to a few people online in some of the groups that I'm involved with, like the Garage Goal one or Middle Class Garage. And one of my good friends, he works in an auto body shop, and he came up with a good idea. He said that wall lighting probably would fix my problem that I'm having back there. So anyway, on the ceiling, it came out bright white. Everything's really bright. I have 20 of the Sunco 5000K lights. I have the box here. I'll pin the link down below if anybody's interested in buying these lights. They are great. So these lights you can actually link together and plug in, or you can hardwire everything. I opted to have that clean look, so I had everything hardwired in. If you looked at the prior videos when they did the electricity, you saw how they hardwired everything in. At first it was a little crooked, but they came back and they straightened everything out. So all the fixture lights on the ceiling are hardwired into 2 switches. This controls half of the shop over here. And then if you go on the other side, this switch over here controls this half of the shop, and the other switch controls the other half, along with the exposed beam that was covered up lights. So anyway, with all the lights being on, I'm getting this dark casting shadow underneath the lifts and the back wall. So I wanted to fix that. So one of my good friends, one of my buddies who works in a body shop, he said wall lighting would be the best scenario for what I'm looking to do. So I went online, I shopped around. I wanted something that's not gonna break the bank, but at the same time be efficient. So I was going for LED light, and I wanted something to cover this whole, basically, not the whole wall, because I'm not gonna need anything over here. But if you look behind the lift, that wall, and then up to the lift over there. So I needed something roughly about 15 feet long. So going online, I did a lot of research, and I didn't want to cut anything. I didn't want to cut into the wall. I didn't want to have to hardwire or anything. So I came up with a nice solution for this. So let me just open this box up for you. So these are the V-shaped LED lights. These are about 8 foot long each. So what's cool about these lights, you can actually connect an 8-footer to an 8-footer directly like this with one of the little adapters right here. That's a quick connect. You put that between them and you can link them both together. And then you have the power cord going off the end. So you can link them together like this, so it can be a straight 16-footer, or you can actually have them spread out more. And this is about 24 inches. So this is also a connect where you can connect these two together, but have them spaced out a little bit more. So this is basically like extension cord, and this is about 24 inches. Now, the max that you could do with one power cord is 4 of these. So 4 times 8 is 32 feet. So if you had a 32-foot span that you were going to use on the ceiling, just basically like my beam, I could just connect all 4 of these and have them connected to a power cord, and have this whole beam covered by these connected off of one power source. So what that means is, this is the power cord. This power cord is going to go into one end, and I can plug it into an outlet and then connect as many, up to 4 lights, and it can go off of one power cord. Now you can also hardwire these in. That's what this cable is for. you can plug that into the one side and hardwire this into the wires, but I'm not going to do that because it's going to be wall mounted, and I think just because of how I had my outlets over here, I think it'll work perfect along here. So I would plug up here and do 16 feet across the back and then 16 feet across the side. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure everything out and put my marks where I'm gonna be putting these clips, because these are the clips that you can either mount it to the ceiling or mount it to the wall. So these are actually ceiling lights, but I'm gonna use it as a wall light and see what happens. Connecting these, you can connect two of them together. Just like that. So it's basically like a plug-in extension cord. Here. Right there. Just line everything up. Plug it in. Power cord here, which has a little toggle switch. This is basically the on and off switch for it. So everything's mounted on this wall here. I think it's a nice clean look with the cables and everything like that. I may just come up with, well, this can always be unplugged, so it's not going to be plugged in all the time, showing this big ugly wire, even though it blends in with the wall. But all right, let's see what we got. All right, so what do you think? I think it looks nice for what I paid for and how long it took. It roughly took me about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes. I stopped using the anchor, the drywall anchors. These things are so light. I mean, if I do run into a problem, I'll end up putting the anchors in and taking the screws back out. The only one I had a problem with is because I was trying to clip these in and just push them in, was this one that came out a little bit, but I'll fix that later. But I stopped using the anchors. It's totally up to you if you want to use the anchors or not. I mean, drywall you should, but I didn't feel it was necessary, and plus it made it for a quick install. So this is what it looks like with all the lights behind the lifts. You can see here. See how it seems like there's light underneath the car now, just from having this wall lighting. So Arturo, thank you, man. You gave me a great idea and it works perfect. Now that's funny, right? A RX-7 with a DSM rim on it. Well, anyway, these lights look great. They're easy to install. I'll leave the link down below. For these 4 lights, I paid roughly around, I think $80, $90, and they're nice and bright. Even, let me just turn off these lights. I'll turn off the shop lights and see how it looks with just the wall lights on. So that's a cool look. Just with the wall lights on, it still lights up the shop. So if I'm over here watching a movie with the kids, with the TV and everything, I still have enough light in here to give, you know, so that I can get around the shop and everything like that. So these are 4 8-foot lights, and about $90. You can't beat it, man. If you have an outlet, that's the only thing, or you can light these up by hardwire and everything in. But if you just want something just to plug in, I highly recommend them. I'll do a review down the road to see if they do last or if they're giving me any problems. But from what the reviews I saw, I think they from all the reviews that I saw. How did I get a spider web already in there? Look at that. This light's already finding spider webs and everything. Look at that spider web. I'm gonna have to bomb the garage. That's crazy. It looks like a, let me see if I can get it. Can you see that fine? Right on top of the talon. I'm about to start working on there. So I'm gonna have to bomb this shit. Cause whatever creature made that damn thing, I don't wanna come in contact with. I'm gonna turn the shop lights back on so you can get an idea of what the shop again looks like without the lights and with the lights. This is what the lights look like when they're off. See how dark it is? Let me show you. You see how dark it is under here? See how dark it is back here along the walls? See how dark it is back here along the walls? In this angle. And this is what it looks like on. Huge difference in lighting. Underneath the car, such a huge difference. Look how much you can see now. The only problem I see is if you don't have an outlet, you have to get an outlet or you can run an extension cord. But just look how much it brightened up the shop. Or you can hardwire it in. All right, so we got some more lights. You can never have enough lights. As you can see, I needed, even with the 20 ceiling lights, having these cars on a lift, I needed more light. And for $80, you can have it this much brighter. Like I said, these are just ceiling lights that I mounted on the walls. You can use it for the ceiling, or you can use it from the walls, or you can have them on the lower base of the walls, so you can have it if you're doing stuff on the ground and you have dark spots. So it's basically, these lights can be mounted anywhere. All right, so the shop lights are in. The garage looks great with all the extra lighting. Like I said, a lot of the light from the ceiling had dimmed up since I put the garage lifts in here with the cars on top. So I decided to add some wall lighting and it looks amazing. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, hit a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any comments. If you have any questions about the lights, I'll put the link in the description where I bought these lights and all that stuff. So again, thank you for watching the video and always love and peace.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I'll do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.